All righty. Welcome back to a family business podcast. Today, or actually, we're not going to reveal what today is, but we are getting close to heading down to Orlando, Florida.
Yes.
Why? Real Broker is having their yearly conference. I went last year to Vegas. That was my first year. You all went to the one in San Diego.
Yep.
And it's, just something where it's incredible. It's hard to describe something. And there's always this aura, right? The kids like to use aura. That's
have a ring.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that too. But, there's just this aura around conferences. It's like when you leave, it's like, I can't even think straight because you just get so much great information, knowledge, and ideas on how to improve your business. We just spoke about how to improve your business for next year. What things could you be doing better? Let's talk about what we're hopefully expecting from this conference. And if maybe you are going to a conference, what you should be doing. Because I think it's great that people go, but what do? They never bring things back at the end of the day. So let's just jump right into it. We're going to Orlando. Do you have your ChatGPT list ready for packing?
Not yet. I'm looking forward to having dinner with our team at STK Orlando.
Why are you giving away all the secrets?
All the secrets. And the golf outing with our fellow realtors.
Which is a
One Real Impact fundraiser, which is great. So I will have to get into the ChatGPT though to get my packing plan, but I'm looking forward to at the conference more so than anything, just the continuing upgrades in technology that Real offers. Every year there's always something that we're completely blown away by.
Yeah. So this is our third year. I think the first year was just, drinking from like 3 fire hydrants all at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And then last year was incredible again. But I do think I'm gonna what you just said. I think a lot of times people come, and I'm guilty of this too. I'll say it. And this, you know what? Ooh, I just had a great idea. So I think that you take lots of notes, right? People take lots of notes, and then they just take that book and they just set it on the shelf. Which I do think now. What I was just oohing about is that I've never really thought about this, but what I should do is take all those notes and put them into ChatGPT. And like say, hey, based upon, what I'm doing, what my goals are, what's something from this that I should be focused on? And maybe that's a great idea for this coming year too, is take the notes, right? But then put them in ChatGPT and say, hey, what of these different things that I learned and thought were great, what's the best course of action of putting them into my day-to-day business?
And then you can review those notes while you're watching Hallmark movies.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
But I think that is, and the other thing I think is, I think what you asked, like what you should be thinking about. The other thing is, I think that you should be thinking about true networking and relationship building. And what I mean by that is, and if you're one of these people, I'm sorry, I apologize right now. Don't be the person walking around the conference handing out business cards. And hi, do you want to connect? Or they hand you your phone and say, here, scan, let's connect. And then they just go to the next person. I don't even know who you are.
Right.
I do want to connect with you. Yes, but
let's
have a conversation.
Chamber of Commerce breakfast meetings where they used to do that, where everybody would
speed networking.
Speed networking, which is
the dumbest thing ever. I'm sorry.
I will say though, that's something I believe that I just saw last year. There was a ton of conversation, when we weren't all in the big rooms or the breakouts, people were just talking, they were collaborating. And obviously that's a main message within our brokerage here at Real, but it's different. People are wanting to know who people are, and you can see it. Real has this stigma across them that they're the social media people, that's what they are. But it shows, like, we know all these people that we interact with on social media on a personal level, which is fantastic. To think that 3 or 4 years ago that we wouldn't be in really good relationships with people across the United States, it's crazy to imagine that.
Yeah, we've been very blessed that we were the first ones. Well, no, there was one other person that was in the Quad Cities somehow, but we brought Real to the Quad Cities basically. And it was really cool that we've been able to meet, the CEO, Tamir, Sharon, when he was president.
There's not anybody that we haven't met.
Pratesh and Samir, we just met him this morning. He's the head of One Real Mortgage. So it's really been a cool deal that, that was one of the things that I was a little concerned about when you go to a larger company is you're not going to know the leadership very well, but that's been the furthest thing from the truth. Oh, and One Real Title, all of those people over there have been great.
But yeah, to your point, PT, is that like I think you don't know what you don't know until you know it, right?
Yeah.
And it's like kind of crazy because, and we've talked about this before. I mean, we were in a traditional brokerage model. It's kind of all we knew. Brad was there for 23 years, and I was there for 15, I think, when we moved. I don't know. It doesn't matter. A long time. And we would go to
16 because you started in 07 and I started in 2000. So.
Okay. So we would go to conferences outside of our area to try to like learn things, and keep up with trends because it just wasn't something that we were getting from our current space. But yeah, I mean, never did I imagine in a million years. I mean, I understood like kind of masterminds and the Zooms and all the trainings, but like Real, definitely you're connected all year long in those different ways and you can learn all year long. So then it's just cool at Rise to just be in person with all those people and have,
and so
face
many
to face
superstars with great ideas too that are willing to share.
Well, and that's what I'm most looking forward to is last year, it was my first year. So I truly didn't really know what to expect. But this year, I've already created relationships that I look forward to either if I haven't met them in person before or just revisiting with these people. So that's super exciting for me because that's what these things are meant for is to come together and just share your thoughts and your tools and your traits. And it's going to be exciting. I'm super, super pumped about it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Let's do a quick fire round of different questions.
and they're not about Hallmark movies, right?
Nope.
Okay, good.
It's solely around expectations, guesses, predictions of what's going to happen at Rise. You never know what's going to happen. They could be outlandish guesses because you just never know. But let's start off with each person. Let's give one person you look forward to either talking to or connecting with.
I am super excited to see and spend time with Karen Cooper and Vicky Nofal. Karen's our sponsor. We've gotten to be friends with her. We've met her once in person. We, talk often on the phone. And I shouldn't say often, but more than, you would think. And so I'm just excited to like see her in person, spend some time together and, grow that relationship. So that's if I'm the person I'm like, I can't wait to spend time with that person. Yeah. And I mean, Eric, our coach, but I mean, Karen for sure. And Vicky.
I'm looking forward to the most. There's this $100 million round table. So it's any of the team leaders that are over 100 million or over. And I really think that'll be cool to be in a room with all those people. And Mr. Sharon Trivatsa will be the one that's going to be leading the group. And I really think that'll be cool.
Mine is simple. But last year I met my now coach, Dusty Oglesby, at Rise in a 5-minute conversation. And now here we are a year later. I'm super excited to just spend some more time with him and actually get to know him. And there's more opportunities down the road outside of this conference to do that, which I'm excited about.
And show him what a good golfer you are.
Well, yeah.
From what I hear, he's actually what we call in the golfing community a stick. So
I don't know what that means.
It means he's really good golf.
Oh.
So my expectations for myself are pretty low. I haven't played much recently, so we'll see. Okay, every year there is some type of new thing that Real is releasing. Last year, it was items around their Real wallet, which has been phenomenal for so many different reasons. What are you expecting this year to be doing?
Well, I mean, obviously we got the capital in our wallets.
Yeah.
So that I feel like I'm not sure if that kind of takes because as United States, they haven't announced or released a credit card yet, but I'm guessing that's going to come because there was just more red tape here. Canada already has theirs. We have debit cards, but I bet you we're getting a credit card. That's what I think. I also think that there's an AI tool that they've been working on, like a whole platform inside of our platform. And I'm feeling like Mr. Pratesh is going to jump up on that stage and roll out some bad booty stuff.
There we
I
go.
was keeping this PG. I should have said badass.
That was very good. I'm going to say just more about Real Wallet. Like you just mentioned, all the topics you just said, probably a credit card with a line, or not line of credit on it, but a credit limit on it or what have
We already
you.
have a line of credit.
Yeah, we already have a line of credit. And the other thing is Leo, just the new updates that'll be rolling out with that and how they're fine tuning Leo, that every year it just keeps getting better and better.
He's going to be the AI part for sure.
I could go one way or the other. I'm going to say free car washes. I'm just kidding. Small
and Hallmark movies.
Yes, and Hallmark movies for free.
And sports.
They've done a phenomenal job with the wallet, and I feel like they've opened the curtains quite a bit on that. But I feel like the one that we haven't seen a lot of curtain opening recently with is within Leo and our AI services. My guess is that there was some talk around Rise last year and at the beginning of this year about some type of concierge service through Leo. My guess is there's going to be some more light shedded on that.
Yep, agree. Yep.
That's exactly the same thing.
Do you remember, this is just how this works with any kind of technology. So Real Wallet was actually introduced at our San Diego conference, and that it was going to be coming out. Yeah. And now just to really think 2 years later, how other than the credit card, I mean, it's become real.
They save it till the end. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like that. You're like, come on.
Which I can appreciate, which is great. It kind of lifts everybody up.
Tamir's got a pretty good poker face.
Yes,
right?
He does.
He's very, very quiet about stuff and can hold his composure well and not ruin the surprise.
But he gets giddy when he gets up there.
Yeah,
he does. Yeah, well, he does, like right before he's ready to announce it, right?
Goodness. Okay, so we're talking about items that will be benefits to us as agents, but there's also they release lists of amazing speakers and people within the industry that are going to give their knowledge to us. We already know the majority of people. Let's pick maybe one guess that they're holding back from us, and it could be craziness. Get it wild. Get outside the box here.
Ryan Serhart. Did you just see and I think because it was done with Sora, I think it was AI, but there's a girl that announced coming to Real. I can't think of her. Did you see what I'm talking about?
Well, all the videos that I see on my TikTok are from Sora, so that's the only thing that's stuck in my head.
Yeah, I just saw it quick between lunch and our meeting after that, and I saw it, and it was like him at a table with this agent that's coming to Real, and Tamir, I think, had shared it, so it should be easy to find. But I'm pretty sure Ryan was a AI, and so it made me think Ryan Serhart maybe coming. Would she be? I mean, and that's the thing about this is the really cool thing about Real that I don't, people that haven't been to Rise don't understand. They're very different in the sense of we invite people from other brokerages. It goes back to a whole collaboration over competition. There's some people that have declined, but I mean, they want those discussions so we can all learn from each other. So they have a habit of bringing in people from other brokerages or big superstars that are with other companies.
And that's what I was just going to say is some other big superstar agent that everybody's heard of. That's either on a panel or that will speak.
Okay. All right.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would like to think that we don't gatekeep. I think we do a really good job, especially when Sharon was extremely involved. I mean, when we were going through the industry changes, there were templates and all the stuff that we were given. We're not branded Real. They were branded to help everybody within the industry, which I love, which is amazing.
And that's what's happening with the AI now, the agent breakthrough. I mean, yes, you can only rewatch it if you're with Real and Real Academy, but that's open to anybody right now, that 8-week course. And, just from the class I was on, which I know there was one today and I couldn't get on that one, but the one I was on with Drew Thompson yesterday, I can only imagine when I have time to go back and go through all of them, the things that you learn there. Yeah. So there's probably going to be some of that stuff at conference too.
Right. AI is going to be the center probably of the conference. My guess, if I'm putting the dots here and putting a logical guess together, Sharon does a lot of work with this person. And you'll see him and his wife and basically all of Sharon's stuff. And since Sharon's going to be there, my guess is Alex Hormozy will make another appearance because I believe he made an appearance.
He was in San Diego.
So,
he sure was. Yeah, he was.
So I think that he'll make an appearance. just with his new book release, and it's the way that Sharon has positioned himself now on social media with him as well. I'm super excited to hopefully see that come to fruition. All right, let's do one more. We have a huge party at the end of our conference.
No.
It is Rockstar theme, I believe.
Like your favorite rock star or music legend.
Who are you going as a music legend?
I have no clue.
Well, you have to choose now since we're here. You have to make your decision now. No using
Frank
ChatGPT.
Sinatra.
Slick back.
I knew you were going to do, but how do you just slick back that hair? You don't have enough hair to slick back.
I'm not sure. We'll have to figure that out.
You're going to walk around. Doesn't he have a pipe or something in his hand?
Yeah, I might be able to do that, but I can.
You could totally
tuxedo,
be
right?
Yeah, well, you're already going to have a tuxedo with us from the Real Luxury dinner or event.
Oh, am I wearing a tuxedo?
Oh, well, you're wearing your black tuxedo. Don't you have? I don't know. We don't need to talk about this on here.
We'll figure this out.
I don't know. I kind of was like thinking Cheryl. I'm trying to think, or like I don't know. I don't. How do you dress as a music? I don't even understand this.
I think you just try to, and it might be just like an era of music. Say you're an '80s music band, just wear long hair.
Yeah.
Like,
Sure.
People are going to be like dressed as like Alanis Morissette, Kid Rock. We're going to see that. Who are you going as, PT?
Let's see if you know who this is. I don't know if I can pull this off, but one that would be a very distinction of who this specifically is. Post Malone. Do you know who Post Malone is?
I think I do.
Yes.
I think you should go as Jelly Roll, Brad.
He's got all the tattoos on his face, and I think that would be very distinctive.
So you're getting a bunch of fake
You know
tattoos?
what?
Mm-hmm.
You know who I could go as?
Oh, I'm dying.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg. Da-da-da-da-da.
Or Jelly Roll.
Or Jelly Roll. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with Sinatra.
There we go.
That's great. I think it's a good fit for you.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, I think that gives a good little insight into what to expect from Real Rise in Orlando 2025. We'll share what we come back with. What I'm going to take away from just talking here is I'm going to use ChatGPT. I know that there is some type of either note-taking ability, or we'll have to do some research to make sure we utilize it correctly. But there's no reason why we shouldn't be using ChatGPT to, yes, we should be taking ourselves, but it's going to help us, as we always say, find that one or two things that we need to take from that conference and implement it into our business.
Oh yeah, I have from last year. I think both years on my phone, I actually have recordings. Like when there was someone I was super connecting with, I would just hit the record button so I could also like on the plane. This is a great idea for people maybe on the plane on the way back. Yep, I would re-listen to it with my notes to just kind of further break it down.
That's a good idea.
Break it down. Maybe I'll be some kind of rapper.
You could be Mike or Janet Jackson.
Oh my God.
Or Alanis Morissette, you said?
I'm not going to be Alanis Morissette. I said someone's going to be. I carry around a spoon.
Yep. Oh, goodness.
Oh, you only get that if you know who Alanis Morissette
I was
is.
just thinking about dancers. I mean,
Oh my gosh.
right?
Okay,
Well,
well, like PT said, we'll be sure to share all the real highlights, and
it'll be fun.
maybe we'll have pictures that we'll add to our podcast with
So
what
you
we
can
were.
see what we were.
Well,
yes.
and if you're listening and you're going to Rise, we'd love to connect. We'd love to have a conversation and grow a relationship wherever you are at in the United States or Canada. And we look forward to meeting as many people as possible. I think that's kind of my goal for this year.
Yep. And PT is not Brad's son. Just so we have that clear.
That's an icebreaker. It's okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
We'll figure it out. All right. Peace.
All right, peace.